What if the most dangerous beings in mythology aren't evil? They just have a choice. The Jinn aren't angels bound by obedience. They aren't demons driven by pure chaos. They're something far more unsettling, beings with power and free will. Created from smokeless fire, the Jinn exist alongside humanity, hidden in places we rarely look and influencing events we struggle to explain. They can help, harm, deceive, or disappear without a trace. If mythology, ancient belief systems, and the unseen world fascinate you, subscribe now and join us as we explore the stories that exist beyond history and reason. Across the vast deserts of Arabia and the lonely silence of forgotten oases, stories of the Jinn have circulated for centuries. Long before organized religion, these beings were already embedded in pre-Islamic folklore, later becoming an essential part of Islamic belief. The Jinn are neither human nor angelic. They are supernatural beings formed from smokeless fire, distinct from humanity's clay and the pure light of angels. This unique origin places them in a liminal realm, allowing them to exist unseen while still remaining close enough to influence the human world. Early traditions describe Jinn as inhabitants of desolate places, ruined cities, empty deserts, abandoned wells. They were believed to be spirits of nature, tied to the elements, capable of changing form and crossing freely between worlds. People spoke of shadows flickering at the edge of firelight, or quiet whispers carried on the night wind, subtle signs that a Jinn might be near. With the rise of Islam, these beings were woven into a broader theological structure. Islamic tradition recognizes the Jinn as creations of Allah, endowed with intellect, awareness, and most importantly, free will. Like humans, they can choose between obedience and rebellion, kindness and cruelty. This freedom makes them deeply unpredictable. Unlike angels who are bound to divine command, Jinn navigate a moral grey zone. Some worship, some rebel, and others walk a path that shifts depending on desire, resentment, or curiosity. Their ability to act independently, combined with their invisibility and supernatural nature, is what cements their reputation as dangerous and mysterious. The abilities of the Jinn are as elusive as the beings themselves. Rooted in their fiery creation, their powers extend far beyond human limits. One of the most feared abilities is shapeshifting. Jinn are said to assume countless forms, animals, humans, or shadow-like figures, allowing them to move unnoticed among people. This makes identifying them nearly impossible. They are also believed to possess invisibility, remaining unseen while still present. This unseen proximity has fueled countless accounts of strange sensations, whispers in abandoned places, sudden chills, or the feeling of being watched in an empty room. Some traditions attribute to Jinn a form of heightened perception, an ability to sense human emotions, intentions, or vulnerabilities. Whether described as intuition or telepathic awareness, this insight allows them to manipulate situations with unsettling precision. Together, these powers make the Jinn uniquely threatening. They can enter spaces unnoticed, influence outcomes without direct contact, and vanish without leaving evidence. Their presence creates constant uncertainty, the fear that something unseen may already be observing. Not all Jinn are the same. Within their world exists a complex hierarchy, with different types varying in temperament, strength, and intent. Marid are among the most powerful, often associated with water. They are known for their strength and pride, and are frequently linked to the granting of wishes, though such favors are rarely without consequence. Respect may earn neutrality, but offense can provoke severe retaliation. Ifrit are fiery and aggressive, often described as ruthless and vengeful. Commonly associated with ruins and desolate lands, they are feared for their cunning and raw power. Shaitan, whose name is linked to the concept of the devil, represent the most malevolent forces among the Jinn. They are driven by deception, temptation, and chaos, seeking to lead humans astray through whispers and manipulation. Ghoul are among the most terrifying, said to haunt graveyards and wastelands. Often portrayed as flesh-eaters, they use shape-shifting to lure and prey upon the vulnerable. In contrast, Yan are typically neutral or protective, often seen as guardians of the desert. They may assist travelers and generally avoid conflict unless provoked. Jinn are considered gentler beings, associated with rural landscapes and animals. They prefer isolation and rarely interfere with human affairs. Silat are mysterious female jinn, renowned for deception and transformation. Often depicted as seducers, they embody trickery and illusion, leading travelers astray for their own amusement. This diversity highlights why jinn cannot be easily categorized as good or evil. Some may help, others harm, and many exist somewhere in between. Human relationships with the jinn are shaped by fear, respect, and tradition. In many cultures, daily behavior reflects an awareness of their presence. Speaking of jinn at night is often avoided, as is whistling in darkness or lingering in abandoned places. Belief in jinn has also influenced how communities interpret unexplained events. Sudden illness, mental distress, or drastic personality changes are sometimes attributed to their influence, prompting collective responses involving family, faith leaders, and ritual practices. To protect against harm, many turn to spiritual safeguards. Reciting verses from the Quran, maintaining regular prayer, and offering supplications for protection are believed to create spiritual barriers. Amulets, talismans, and purification rituals also play a role in various cultures, serving as physical reminders of faith and caution. Avoidance remains a key principle. Many traditions warn against attempting to summon, name, or communicate with jinn directly, emphasizing respect for forces beyond human control. Free will lies at the heart of what makes the jinn so dangerous. Like humans, they can choose their actions, but unlike humans, they wield extraordinary power. A jinn may offer help, but that assistance may carry hidden consequences. Another may react violently to a perceived insult. Their motivations are personal, emotional, and often alien to human logic. This moral unpredictability creates deep psychological unease. One can never be certain of a jinn's intentions, and that uncertainty alone is enough to inspire fear. So why are the jinn considered dangerous? They are beings of smokeless fire, gifted with abilities beyond human comprehension, invisibility, shape-shifting, perception, and influence. Unlike angels, they are not bound by divine obedience. They possess free will, allowing them to choose kindness or cruelty, order or chaos. Throughout history and across cultures, they have existed at the crossroads of fear and fascination. They offer protection or temptation, guidance or destruction, often without warning. It is this combination of power, unpredictability, and moral complexity that makes the jinn so dangerous. They remind us that not all forces in the world fit neatly into categories of good or evil. They are neither angelic nor demonic. They are something else entirely.